Great rising, beautiful beings. Great rising, beautiful beings. This is a black video. Man, how does it feel reflecting and feeling played? How does it feel reflecting and being played? Like, are y'all looking at how we're living? Are y'all paying attention? Like, nothing about your existence, nothing about your reality. You haven't come to a puzzled or appalled moment where you're actually like, damn, they fucking with us bad. Like, you come to realization so deep, you're like, wow. Man, it's so many things I reflect on, and I watch the way everything shifted. And I'm like, wow, they played the fuck out of us. Peep game. So people was terrified about AI creating its own videos, right? You know, you just tell AI, I want a woman walking a dog. You write the skit or the script, and you're having problems realizing, is it AI or is this just some cheap, grainy ass film? And it made me think about a lot of things. Why does it seem like everything that's showing something is low definition, but when it comes to AI, it's higher definition, clearer, but the people don't look that realistic, right? They're doing like a conversion, like a merge. So they giving everybody beauty filters on their phone. Like, you don't even have to have a beauty filter on no more. It's still gonna kind of make you look flawless. You know what I mean? But imagine that. AI coming out, it can't completely, the programs they're using right now can't completely make you look like completely human, right? Like, it look real and you question it, but the thing is, they flawless people, right? And why do they look like flawless people? Because for the last 7 to 10 years, ever since they came out with that beauty filter, you don't see people flaws no more. You don't see the bags on their eyes. You don't see the scars, the blemishes, the fine bumps on their face. You don't see none of that, right? And imagine them taking a filter and putting it on a real human, and then they got this program they're trying to build and make it look realistic. So now you're questioning, like, damn, that video just made me emotional. Is that AI? Is this real? You get what I'm saying? Like, excuse me, you're not able to tell the difference. You're questioning every video. Man, that gotta be AI. Ain't no way. Think about it. They put the filter on us to neutralize our human, natural, who we are, just so they could get some low budget AI, probably the bottom of what they got, truly got, to slowly merge it with us, where you're actually now questioning videos if it's AI or not. Because they have softened up our looks. And now the soft look of AI look like everybody wearing a filter, so you don't know what's going on. It's something to think about. I think, and then not AI, but those filters are no different than masks. What I mean by that is, You know when they was regulating and forcing people to wear masks, you had to be real strong not to wear your mask. Like you would like if somebody forced you to wear it, you probably would put it on your mouth, but you weren't gonna breathe your own breath in no mask, right? Do you know how many people got so insecure to the point they wouldn't take that motherfucking mask off? You got illegal alien immigrants. You got motherfuckers that's running from the law. All of these motherfuckers wear a goddamn mask. It could be 98 degrees in Jacksonville, Florida, and a motherfucker walking down the street with a mask on. Out in open air. You know, motherfucking his mind, oh, I got ops. And he put the motherfucking mask on. The pandemic mask at that. Then you see people in a car by themselves with a motherfucking mask on. Ain't even Uber, not even Uber. They just riding around with a mask on. You know why? Because they know each corner and each street got cameras on it now. Everybody got a camera pointing out of their house. I ain't lying. The fact that people, who would have known it was that many people that were insecure and actually wanted to cover their face up? All they did, the pandemic was not there to, it was there to program you. Everything has two sides to it. A double-edged sword, a second, third, fourth, fifth side. It's like throw one stone and knock out 12 birds. They created those masks because they got people over here. Let me explain something to you. They knew the technology that they was rolling out in the United States. High surveillance. And they made it so that you could walk around with a mask on. High surveillance came out, mask came out. So now, nobody ain't got to identify you, ain't nobody got to know who you are. You could just walk around with a mask on. You can literally hide yourself. You have legal rights to hide yourself. 36512. And then, not only that, with the mask on, they wanted to still prove with the technology they know exactly who you are. Ain't that some shit? You think I'm lying? They wanted to show how precise that technology they got was. That they can identify you with a mask on, with a hat on. It don't fucking matter. They know who you are. But I'm telling you, the merge, AI versus humanity, they're softening up the look of humanity, making everybody look flawless. Now it's to the point where you see AI and you're questioning your reality. And you have to see little glitches in AI to know that it's AI. Like, let's say if AI actually do what it's supposed to do. You don't know if it's real or fake. The only reason why people know something is AI because AI do something stupid. Like it was one video where it was this reporter and she was talking to the lady, but she kept putting the damn microphone up to the other guy. So they knew it was AI. Or, you know, you seeing collisions, but it's weird collisions. Like, why did that just happen? That don't make sense. And then this is the real catch. Why the fuck everything is a 3D render when it comes down to seeing things through a telescope? Why is everything a 3D render when you're looking through a telescope? Why is everything blurry? Like they don't have, like how they say they was on Mars and they found artifacts and temples and stuff, but they don't never show the 100% resolution of it. Why is it always blurry and you're guessing the shape? Why are people allowing these motherfuckers to even play them? Like, don't even show these images if you ain't got no technology that can show the actual image. And they damn sure not going to Mars on this planet. They're not taking a rocket. They're not launching nothing up there. They're going through a fucking portal. They're going through a portal to get to another planet. They ain't man, let them play with you if you want to. I keep telling people over and over and over, if you understand the laws of the land and how precious the land is, you wouldn't sit here and allow people to govern you and control you on how much of the land is yours, your rights, your taxes. When you sit back and look at it, you like, okay, we only got 7 continents. And I got to pay for the land to live on it. I got to buy the food. I got to buy the water. I can't have farm animals at my house in the city limits. What the fuck is this? How you gonna tell me you gonna feed me and I gotta go work for you to feed me? So when it comes down to this land, everybody should have a right to visit the ice wall. Everybody should have a right to see everything that's true. While they're racing for space, they got you sitting back eating popcorn, chasing a bag. These motherfuckers are literally racing for space, claiming new territories. All the money that they get from whatever enterprise, whatever Fortune 500 company, whatever business, whatever entrepreneurship, it's designed to create more space to go more places. Imagine it. Motherfucker turned into a billionaire. Now they traveling to the moon. Now they traveling here. Now they traveling there. They not even doing worldly shit no more. They're not even doing surface walker shit no more. They doing space age shit. And trust me, ain't nobody going straight from the land through the air out there to space. No, they're going through an actual dimensional portal that shoots them through to outer space somewhere. And then they have to find a way to get back through that portal to come back through. Maybe on the other side of the planet. But they're not just going phew and flying out to space. No. It's portal, it's frequency. And I'm just over these low budget ass images. Every single planet they show us is nothing but a 3D render. Even when you look at Earth, it's a 3D render. Even when you look at the moon, it's a 3D render. It's a fucking hologram. It's a fucking image. When you're so far away from something, the laws and the physics of things change to a flat plane. to a flat image. That moon, nothing about that moon looks like it has a shape to it. I'm gonna give you another example. Airplane. Okay, now they was talking about airplanes. Man, I'm on a plane, meaning something flat. They're letting you know that we live on a plane. A plane is a flat, endless, it ain't got to be endless, but it's just a flat area. Just because it has texture, that don't mean it ain't flat. Okay? So the airplane, it runs on a flat plane and it goes up in the air, right? Do you know when that plane up in the air, it looked flat, like an image, like you've removed yourself from the laws of 3D? Say it again, revereskye. When that airplane rides on a plane, lifts up in the air and go straight up in the air, nothing about that plane look 3D. Nothing about that plane look like it got other surfaces, other sides, other shapes. It looks flat, like a plane. Just flat, like a piece of paper. You have to look at it from the sides. And then tell me why them damn white little jet drones that got the white trail behind it look flat. When have you ever seen other shapes to it? It's always flat. So why on earth they got all this technology that could count the fibers and hairs on a photo, but they want everything blurred out and smooth? They're merging AI with your psyche. They're literally merging visual AI with your psyche. They're dumbing down the look and the naturalness of humans, making them plush, like they about to fade away. Do you see that? I was watching, they was doing a contest. They was doing a contest, and no matter how AI beauty filtered this bitch look, she still won. You couldn't even see her face. You couldn't even see the definition to her face, yo. It was like 3 of them. You couldn't even see the definition to their face. It looked like the bitch nose was gone and won. Just because she was light-skinned. I ain't lying. Just because she was light-skinned and had a boob job, and she was, I ain't lying. I'm like, the bitch face gone. The beauty filter, the bitch didn't have no nose. And they let her win. That show you a motherfucker character. Think about it. Don't nobody want nothing that look natural that come from God, because if they did, like, how you winning money for beauty and you got a fucking filter on? Don't get me wrong, I let my beauty filter stay on, like, but you still can see my motherfucking nose and mouth and teeth and eyes. Is you crazy? You couldn't see nothing on you. You wouldn't be able to identify the bitch if she was in a lineup. Do you hear me? So back to these planets. They always saying it's obvious that's a pyramid. That's obvious that's a face on the moon. Motherfucker, let me find out that y'all ain't got no motherfucking real images. Why is everybody... It seems like we're going back in time. Like, when we started first uploading photos to the computer, what we're looking at seems like that's what we would have saw back then. All these people with these beauty filters, it seems like that's what we would have saw back then. See, I'm into 3D rendering and Photoshop and all this stuff. The PSI, you want the PSI to be like 300 to 500, right? They are rendering the files, compressing the files. Like you can't see the quality. Back when we were pushing less, when we only had like 256 gigabytes of space, 4 gigabytes of RAM, we were trying to count the hairs on the foreheads. We was trying to make things as realistic as possible in these drawings and stuff, right? We wanted to see the creases and the lines around the eyes. Like we were really making it look as real as possible. Now all of a sudden, make people pillow plush soft. Like you got motherfuckers that remove their dimples and all types of shit. It's weird, right? So now it's like, give everybody this soft look. Give everybody this magazine look. And it's not to make us look beautiful. It's so that AI can catch up with reality. So now all of a sudden, let's say AI start looking so real, it's crazy, right? AI starts spitting and everything when it talk. Now listen. You're going to be questioning what's real, what's fake. They're going to have AI looking more human than the actual human. And then it's going to have people so insecure when they go look in the mirror or when they go out. They don't want nobody to see them because they ain't got a filter on. Come on now. The pandemic was 5 years ago and motherfuckers still wearing masks. The insecurity is insane. So, don't let these people play you. All these 3D renderings, talking about planets and stuff. If that motherfucker ain't showing you that actual planet, they ain't went nowhere. Why do they keep showing you the fake shit and keep the real shit hid? They want AI to look more human than humans. And they're willing to downplay the human and soften the approach so AI can catch up. I'm talking about through the visuals, through the videos, through the images. Not only that, if we're in a surveillance era, think about this and I'm going to let it go. If we're in a surveillance era, why are they putting beauty filters on people? Why are they letting a person that look like this upload a beauty filter that look like this? They're talking about they passed a law where you got to have 5 years of social media to come to the United States. How you gonna verify the person the way they look if they got a beauty filter on? How you gonna verify that's them with an AI rendering? Why are we in this police surveillance state of being and everything is becoming fake? Everything, the lines are blurred. Motherfucker turn sideways, they ain't got no filter on their face. Man, it's just something to think about. How we getting into surveillance? And do you see the people in Asia? They modify their nose, they modify their eyes, they put tape everywhere. They are extreme. They do not like the way they look. They do not like being light skinned, pale with a wide nose. They want open eyes. They are modifying themselves. They probably modifying themselves more than anybody. The only thing that you don't see them doing is injecting the booty and stuff. They like they frame. But back in the day, they used to break their feet to keep their feet small. So it's extreme. It's extreme living out here. I just know AI gonna be qualified to do things because a human gonna be so insecure to do things. You know, people still using photography cameras, like real cameras where you can actually see the person. And let me tell you something. These motherfuckers look totally different from they videos, they podcasts, everything. Like, I don't even know who the motherfucker is. I be saying, who is that? Clueless. Can't even fathom the two being the same motherfucking person. I'm telling you, y'all. I need to take my ass back to bed. I need another nap. My damn videos won't upload. They full of shit. You hear me? They full of shit. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here. It's some real mischievous shit going on. Do you hear me? So until next time, Unearth the Magic. The truth will definitely set you free. Mwah.